Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video I'll be talking about the Washington Commanders possibly targeting the number one kicker in this draft class. I'll also talk about a jersey change for one player, or at least a number change, and then also something about Gabe Taylor. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well so you never miss a video. So, the Washington Commanders are holding a private workout with Miami kicker Andreas Borregales. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but special teams coordinator Larry Izzo is at the U with Borregales, who is arguably the top kicker in the class. They might add some competition for Zane Gonzalez, so they're at least kind of targeting him or interested in him if they're holding a private workout with him. Like Ben Standig said, he's likely the top kicker in the class. You look at his stats, 2020, he's had 4 years of experience, kicked in some big games. This past year, Miami was decent and played in big games. 17-21, 17 of 20, 22 of 26, 18 of 19. Missed one extra point out of a lot, out of like 185, 190. And this past year, only, didn't miss a single extra point, missed one kick, was 7 for 7 on kicks, inside the 30, 4 for 4 in the 30 range, 5 for 6 from the 40 to 49 range, and 50 plus. He was 2 for 2 with a 56-yarder. And I believe that 56-yarder was against Virginia Tech, if I remember correctly. It was either 56 or something 54-yarder, because I remember the Virginia Tech kicker Love made a huge kick, and then he came back and kicked the 56-yarder. So the 56-yarder for college is insane, and he's only going to get better. 5'11", 170 pounds. I don't know where his draft slot is. I'll look it up. Let's see, draft, whatever. But he's gonna get drafted. He's going to get drafted for sure. I don't know where he'll get drafted, but I don't think day 2. But you never know. Some like Moody got taken on day 2. I'm trying to see. The hang time isn't great for kickoffs, which might be a concern for some people. But let's see, average backup or special teamer, and not a lot of, let's see, draft projection. But I would assume like a day 3 pick is where he will, get drafted. That's where I would probably put him at. You never know though. You never know with some of these teams. Let's see, Commanders Wire has a article up about the situation, basically reiterating everything I said. I guess there's some other information. Apparently the workout went great. According to the agent, field goal kicks and kickoff sessions. And the Commanders also met with him at the Shrine Bowl back in January. So, good to see the Commanders doing their due diligence on kickers, and the top kicker in the class. So probably will get drafted. I don't know when, like I said, likely in midday 3 pick, and maybe the Commanders want to do that, maybe they don't, but they're doing their due diligence. And hey, if he does really, really well, maybe they're like, we'll go ahead and take him. Adam Peters was there when they took Jake Moody in the 3rd round, maybe 4th, but I believe it was the 3rd round. So they're definitely interested in him with a private workout. Like, that's just him, no one else. Maybe some of his some of his special team guys, but they were there just to see him. So Larry Izzo, that's his job, special team stuff, but still, definitely a somewhat of a significant event here. And wouldn't be surprised if they drafted him. Just if someone has that draft range for him, let me know. But I think it's it would probably be day 3 for Borregales. So some other stuff. Luke McCaffrey, he's switching up a little bit. He was number 12 for the Commanders last year. Now he is going to number 11, double ones. So I think that's not to break down jersey numbers, but I think that's a better number for sure than 12. I'm trying to think who was wearing 11 last year, because Zacchaeus wasn't wearing it, De'Ami Brown wasn't wearing it, Jameson Crowder wasn't wearing it. I don't think any. Oh, Jeremy Cham. I'm a little slow there. Jeremy Chin was wearing it. So I don't know why I was just thinking about receivers. But Jeremy Chin, if I remember correctly, was wearing number 11 last year for the Commanders. Now you get Luke McCaffrey wearing 11. I'm trying to see what he wore in college. Let's see. Luke McCaffrey, Rice. I don't know exactly, but it's probably, I guess it was 10. And I mean, they have that available. I mean, maybe I'm tripping, but Kaz Allen had it, and maybe someone else has it right now. But 10 is what he was wearing. He could have gotten 10 last year, but decided to switch. Maybe he wanted 11 in college, and it was taken by someone. But yeah, Luke McCaffrey changing numbers, cool. Hopefully, he has a much better season this year, because he started out pretty solid for the Commanders, but then definitely teetered off the second half of the year. Other stuff, let's see. Let me just go to my Twitter here. So I made a video about Gabe Taylor this past week, like a few days ago, maybe 4-ish days ago. Go ahead and check it out. Just talked about maybe like a week ago. I talked about the possibility of the Commanders drafting him, stuff like that, maybe signing as an undrafted free agent. And recently on Instagram, this might have been a couple days ago, he was replying to a Insta story, or not even, I don't know if he was tagged in it, but he just reposted it and said, sounds good, to the comment which says, got to bring my little bro to the city. He want to come here and let's make it happen. And hey, there's a little connection there between Luke McCaffrey and Gabe Taylor. Both played at Rice for a long time. I mean, I guess Luke McCaffrey started out his career at Nebraska, I believe, as a quarterback, then switched to Rice. But you see the numbers here for Gabe Taylor. It's smaller on the screen, but 4 sacks, a few forced fumbles, 3, 2, 2, and 3 interceptions, has a pick 6. He's really fast, had like a 4.38 40-yard dash. So he's quick. He, is a little bit undersized, I think listed at 5'10 on the site, but probably more like 5'9. But he's got the speed, and it's not super small for a DB. Some DBs are, definitely bigger than that, but he can make it work. He can make it work for sure. Just probably not going to get drafted is my guess, but might get signed as an undrafted free agent. And he did work out with a couple of teams for pro days, or maybe like he had the Dolphins or the Texans, I forgot, hosted a local pro day, and he was there, and that's where he ran his 4.38 40-yard dash. So shout out to Gabe Taylor. Hopefully they can make it a full circle moment here with him and bring him to DC to continue his brother's legacy. But I know I made the video, a lot of people were saying, oh, it just who cares if he it's only if he's a good player, he's a good player, and bring him on. But I think bring him in as an undrafted free agent is a little bit different than that. And also, he still is a qualified player. I mean, played 5 years at Rice, which, isn't a bad football program, and, had 5, 8, 10 interceptions over 4 years. That's very good production. Very good production. Also, around 2 forced fumbles a year, a little bit less than that, and some sacks. I mean, that's very good for a DB, So, shout out Gabe Taylor. Hopefully, if he doesn't get drafted here or signed here, hopefully he gets signed somewhere. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.